You're good. Thank you. Good evening. My name is Mary Maslowski. I'm the chair of the Harwich Historic District and Historical Commission. I'm going to call to order the meeting for Wednesday, March 20th, 2024. It's 6 p.m. We are holding this meeting at 732 Main Street in the small hearing room at Town Hall. According to Mass law, anyone who intends to record this meeting must first notify the chair. Hearing none, we will start with a roll call.
Robert Doan.
Brendan Lowney.
Lynn Zalisak.
Julia Eldridge. All right. We'll call to order the first public hearing of the night, which is HH 2024-03, George Stearns, owner, through his agent, John Eldridge, who's filed a certificate of non-applicability. The project proposes alterations to replace windows and siding. The structure is over 100 years old, according to the state and town assessing records, and is located at 706 Main Street, map 41, parcel B3. So that's in the historic district. Come on forward, please state your name for the record.
How are you, Mary?
Have a seat, sign your name, please.
Oh, I got it right.
Minutes.
I got it right now?
I know, right?
I don't know.
We're putting you out. So would you go over the application for us, just for the record, and for the people watching? So you've got a certificate of non-applicability request for 706 Main Street.
All right, I have 5 windows that need to be replaced.
Okay,
The vinyl that is on them is falling apart, so we're going with a better window than what's there. It'll be an Anderson window. You won't know the difference once the window's in. If I didn't tell you about it, you wouldn't know.
okay,
And the siding that is on the building is rotting right off the side of the building, so we have to address that and re-side it to match the rest of the building.
all right, so you're using the same materials then essentially on the siding? It's the same.
That's on the 99% of the building, which is vinyl.
Okay. And that's, I know.
What's on the rest of the building is what's on a lot of, the church across the street and several buildings there as
So
well.
yeah, but it's, being in the historic district, we have typically tried to address that as they've come through for changes. Does the window have the same outward appearance as the windows that are there now?
Yeah, it'll look just like the window that's
So
there,
then
but
no-
it's just a better window.
Okay. We'll start with questions. Bob, you want to go first?
So, do you know the model number of the window? You know, the 400 series?
Yeah, it's the 400 series, Anderson.
Yeah,
correct.
I don't know the details, but
So you're just gonna
it's
do
a one over.
yeah, you'll do a 400 series 1/1 to match
Yep.
existing.
Yeah, match the existing window.
Yeah, because in your description it says just casement, but you're gonna do a double hung.
Yeah, it's a double hung window,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so 400 series double hung.
Okay. The other issue, of course, is that that's currently wood siding, and so that if it's going to be changed, this application wouldn't be appropriate, right?
Correct.
So.
That's the
because it
problem.
is a change, so I would suggest it should be just replaced with wood clapboard, just like it is now.
You got the money?
That doesn't matter.
It costs.
It's a historic district.
Bobby, 99% of that building is already vinyl.
And it shouldn't
And
be
it's-
because it's in a historic district, but that was done before the historic district was named.
So, John, the problem is, the rules for the certificate of non-applicability, we have to be able to say that the alterations in new construction are either not visible from the public space, it's ordinary repairs or maintenance to architectural features that are damaged or worn, provided that the work does not involve a change in materials, color, or outward appearances. So the fact that wood is getting replaced with vinyl puts it into a certificate of appropriateness and not a certificate of non-applicability. So that's where we get tripped up. And I understand your frustration, and I wish they had flagged that for you when they made the application. Because strictly speaking, if you're replacing clapboards for clapboards, then we could approve it because the window is better but looks the same from the outside,
Right.
and it's like for like. It's going from the wood clapboard to the vinyl that's gonna trip us up on being able to allow that.
On the second floor,
I understand that.
there is already vinyl.
That's right.
I understand
So-
that. It's not the best answer for you, and I appreciate
not.
that. But unfortunately, we can't check off that box and say that it's the same material and has no change to the outward appearance, unfortunately.
Thing is, vinyl is accepted by the National Historic Society Committee.
We have not approved it in the historic district,
Yeah.
so that's where the problem is.
You're gonna cost me some serious money.
I'm sorry. We can put you on for, I don't know when the advertising is, for a certificate of appropriateness.
Yeah.
We can try and do a special meeting if we need to get you in faster. So we can ask staff to look at that tomorrow. But I just don't, I don't think we can check off the box on the, and it may be 5 clapboards, I get it. But I just can't check off the box and say that
I would
it's-
really like it if we could finish the building off with vinyl, the way the rest of the building is. It'd all tie in together. You know, and
So you need,
so if we, whatever we can have to do, let's do.
so I'll let people go around the room and give you their opinion on that. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm the only one that's gonna, I don't think Bob's gonna be the only one that's gonna.
I know what
tell
his
you he's not-
opinion is
not
already.
happy with it.
And I got a feeling I know the rest.
Yeah, I'm probably with Bob on this one as well. And just for clarity, 5 windows on the second floor run.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I have.
I agree with Bob.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that. You're all against me.
Not at all, not at all.
No, no. That's-
So how much of the, so realistically, how much of the building is vinyl?
99% of it, all but that one side. I shouldn't say all, but, because up on the second floor, above that, what was the old package store, that is already vinyl, and it'd be the wall on the west side that's pretty much hidden by bushes along that side.
How long ago was that done?
Excuse me?
How long ago was all that vinyl put in?
Well, on the back of the building, it wasn't that long ago, it was probably, maybe 10 years, I think. I'm not 100% sure,
Yeah.
but the north, east, and south is all vinyl. What faces Main Street is vinyl, up above, of course, down below it's all glass.
There's no good answer for you. I mean, I don't, I can't check the box tonight even if we wanted to allow you to do vinyl because it wasn't advertised as a certificate of appropriateness, which is what it, not meeting all of those criteria, it would have to be.
Oh.
So, the best I can offer is that we can ask them what they need to do to advertise and how quickly they could get that done. And then ask, we can, I mean, I don't,
Well, it has to be
I think he's gonna have to do a new
Oh,
application
yes.
anyway.
Unless-
New application.
If they decide to go ahead and just replace it with the clapboard, then it's a done deal.
So I don't remember off the top of my head, did they make you pay a filing fee for this?
Excuse me?
Did you have to pay a filing fee for this one?
Oh, yeah.
So, we can reach out and see if we have any authority over a filing fee and seeing if we can put this towards the other filing fee. I mean, that's about the best I can do on that. We can ask the building inspector.
You know, and the concern is that my vote probably will not change.
I understand that. No, and I understand that, and it's going in the wrong direction for what the board's tried to do, is we've tried to get rid of the vinyl and go back to,
Right, and
To-
it does face the park, and it's very visible from the park, and I know there's an effort to improve that park and do things, so it's, you know, I think they're working the park to make it more appropriate with some appropriate period lighting and things like that.
So are you saying we could approve it with a condition?
Oh, if he replaces it with the wooden,
Yeah.
Bob's
Yeah,
saying
there'd be no
that
problem.
regardless in the certificate of appropriateness, he's still gonna look for
Correct.
vi-
for wood.
for wood.
Clapboard.
Yeah.
is there any, and I'm throwing it out there because you know more of the stuff than I do. Is there anything that is period appropriate that would be a substitute for wood besides?
Well, the,
I mean, it's right in the district. It's gonna be.
Well, and that's my question, you know.
well, and the
I mean,
alternative, any alternative.
I'm guessing it's a hardy, I'm guessing it's a hardy thing, it's gonna be too
The hardy.
expensive.
Yeah, the hardy plank, you know,
It's gonna be more expensive than a straight piece of,
cost-wise, you know, I haven't done pricing on that, the two, but it's gonna be comparable.
I'm trying to
Both have
ask the
be
question.
painted, so
Yes,
it's still gonna have the same effort.
right.
I mean, if it was a timing thing, but, because if you haven't ordered your windows, windows take time, you could just approve the windows, but I think it's a siding issue, it's gonna be the same problem if you go the next meeting with a different application.
Yeah.
do you want an approval on just the windows? Does that help you or no?
I'd like to at least get the windows in, yeah,
Yep.
because what's is,
So we
bed.
can amend this application to be windows only
okay,
and approve the windows,
yep.
with the condition that, the, replacing the siding would require a certificate of appropriateness.
Appropriate.
So, anybody want to make the motion and work through it? Does anybody have any other questions, I guess?
Well, I'm just thinking, are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
No, probably not.
No, probably not.
I don't,
What?
I mean, to go to another application, another meeting, I mean, would you be willing to do the cedar? And get the approval tonight, I guess? I think that's where you're heading. I don't know if we.
Right. If you,
Just, unless you want to wait a month, and I know you can get the windows ordered, they're gonna take, a little bit longer than they used to be, the Andersons.
Yep.
And you'll get the windows, we can at least get you going on that, and you can make it weather tight, but then you'll be in the same discussion a month from now about wood versus vinyl.
because you've got wood now that you're replacing wood, and you're trying to replace wood with vinyl.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not like for like, and as crazy as that sounds,
Well, the thing is, the vinyl is so much easier to maintain.
we know.
You just take a pressure washer and wash it down and it looks
I
great
know.
again.
Yeah.
And you're not constantly spending some serious money to paint it,
I know.
you know?
You're not the only one that has the problem, and we do what we can when we can.
I understand. But I wish you could see it from my side.
Oh, I can. I can. I understand the cost is more, and I understand the replacement, and believe me, in a perfect world, if AZEC worked, I'd, put it everywhere to get rid of all the rest of the problems,
Were
but
you thinking that, Bob? Were you, I put you on the spot, were you thinking something else? Sorry.
no, I mean, if it was AZAC, I think we'd approve, but it's probably no difference for them.
Right, you're talking
Although, yeah,
the exact trimmer on the windows, yes, we probably would approve that. Because it has to be painted.
yeah.
The trim around the windows is covered with aluminum, I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, they're wrapped, I can tell,
Yeah,
it's
it's
wrapped,
wrapped.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
No,
probably
that's-
all rotted underneath anyway.
Matter of fact, when I do these windows, I'm gonna redo the wrap, because whoever did the original wrap, they only came in so far and then stuck the storm window on. And they didn't wrap it all the way around. I couldn't believe it.
So the trim there, it's already wrapped in aluminum.
Right. Will
Yeah.
stay.
There's that issue too, so.
I think the consensus is you could have a full approval if you're agreeable to doing either AZEC that's painted or wood clapboards. We could do that all tonight.
So it'd be Anderson
Or,
400, yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah, or a second meeting to do.
I think what we'd be looking for is the Anderson 400 series window, which we would be fine with.
I thought I gave
The
that.
trim, no, it's here, I'm sorry, it
Okay.
is here, it is here. And then the trim would be in AZAC painted and with the wood clapboard painted.
Well, where I'm,
Second part, yeah.
where I'm replacing the windows, it's already vinyl with the aluminum trim, a wrap on there. So
He's not looking to replace.
down
the-
below, where I'm doing the siding,
Are you doing a new construction window or a insert window?
Insert,
Oh,
insert.
all right, that's a different story.
A different story.
So
That's
the-
why I say you won't know the difference.
So a new construction window is what you'd see on new construction. There's a flange that goes right to the framing.
Right.
Where an insert window, it takes out pretty much all the jam stock, but leaves the exterior trim and interior trim in place. And you're losing about 1.5 inches of glass. It's a little bit smaller,
Yeah.
but it's, you know, it's what used to be called replacement windows, but it's,
You don't have to do exterior work,
Fine, yeah,
you
that's
know,
fine.
yeah,
without,
it's an insert.
That's fine.
Now I understand.
your call.
Now, from there.
So hold on, let me help, try to help you out, but then you're gonna have wood coming into aluminum into an insert window.
I thought it was aluminum now.
I mean, what's the siding now?
The siding that's up where the windows are being replaced, where the
Yeah.
picture is, that's all vinyl, except for the
Right, but
cases.
we're asking you to go to cedar.
No, he's replacing clapboards lower down.
Lower down.
He's got clapboards lower down that are rotting,
Oh, yeah.
that he wanted to
No,
replace
no,
the
the
wooden
windows
clapboards with
was fine.
Oh,
vinyl.
sorry, I misunderstood.
No, that's fine.
Now I understand.
He's looking to replace lower clapboards
Yeah, lower clapboards.
with
Right.
vinyl,
All right,
which I don't think the majority of this group
Correct.
is,
all right.
would be behind under any application. But that being said,
And precedent has been set, the Congregational Church on the Brooks House wanted to do the same thing on a window they had to replace, and we made them replace with wood.
Bobby, I don't think we'll see that replaced in our lifetime. I can guarantee you won't. Not at our age,
Yeah.
and I don't think anybody here would see it replaced. It's, you know, it adds to the building, it's not taking away anything. Matter of fact, the gray is gray, it doesn't fade. It stays the color that it is. And it'll match, like I say, the rest of the building. But obviously, that's not gonna happen.
you tell me
So
where
it's
you're,
just the bottom portion. What's the total squares, 2?
Excuse me?
What's the total squares on the bottom portion? Just 2 square?
Oh, no, more than 2 square. That's 60 feet long by, what is it?
Well, so
Roughly 8 feet, 8
Oh,
to
so-
10 feet, so there's,
So it's 5 to 6 square?
yeah. Thereabouts. I don't remember the exact height. I know it's 60 feet long.
tell me. We can approve just windows. We can approve windows and wood tonight,
Yep.
or you can continue and do a certificate of appropriateness and do,
I'd like to get the windows done, because they want to paint. We have a painter that wants to get the inside painted, so.
Yeah.
do you need to talk to anybody about the wood?
Have I
siding?
talked to anybody about?
Do you need to talk to anybody about the wood, or can you just make that decision? Or not make that decision?
Well, I have to
obviously.
take it before my board of directors.
All right. So,
And that I can do virtually tomorrow, whatever.
Is it possible to approve the windows and do a continuation on the
rest of
wood?
it.
I can come back for the sidewall,
Yeah.
no big deal.
so why don't we do that then?
I'm right here in town. Unless I
Except when
decide to
you're
go to New Hampshire,
Right.
but I'm not far away.
Does it need to be a new application though for the siding?
So yeah, that's kind of the issue. We
I'm surprised
can't do a partial on a,
that it wasn't in the paperwork that it was gonna be vinyl.
so it was, but it was a certificate of non-applicability
Yeah.
as opposed to a certificate of appropriateness. So that's why I'm surprised that it was,
I got led in the wrong direction, did I?
yeah, a little bit. That's why I'm that's what I'm saying, if we need to do another filing fee, I'm happy to ask if we can waive the filing fee for it, because it just doesn't meet the definitions of a certificate of non-applicability.
Yep.
That would strictly be like for like,
I understand that.
which, technically like for like, you shouldn't even have to come before us, so. So that's where we're headed. Problem with this certificate of appropriateness is if we go in with the second application, they're gonna re-advertise the whole thing. So,
No, they'd only re-advertise
they'd re-advertise the siding,
the siding.
right. But I'm saying that will put him out until next month
Yeah.
on the siding.
It'll just be warmer weather by the time that
It will be one
happens.
more time. All right.
Hopefully.
Any questions from the public before we close and go forward? All right, then why don't we, we'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing then, if everybody's ready.
I'll
So,
second.
Lynn and
Close.
Bob, all in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. All right, Brendan, you want to take a stab?
This is just the motion to approve the windows.
Yep,
Case number HH 2024-03, filing date February 1st, 2024, hearing date March 20th, 2024. Property is 706 Main Street, 41 parcel, B3. Owner is George Stearns.
Excuse me, the owner is not George Stearns.
Okay.
He's our accountant. The building is owned by Pilgrim Lodge Building Corporation.
so we're gonna change that.
Yeah, that's,
I saw that, and what the heck?
Yeah.
What's,
I
it's
don't
on the
know,
front here.
yeah, let's see.
I don't know how they come up with that.
Pilgrim Lodge Building Corp.
Yep,
Applicant is John Eldridge.
yep.
Certification 20120, certificate of non-applicability. Description of proposed construction or alteration. Proposes to replace 5 windows on the west side of the building. Certificate of appropriateness, this proposed construction or alteration will be appropriate or compatible.
It's a non-applicability.
Oh, sorry, non-applicability. Thanks.
So, at number 8, I think we need to say, so you,
We have to,
it proposed windows and siding, which is fine, but for the non-applicability, we have to just make a note that,
so do you want me to do the
siding is
proposed
deferred.
and then the condition?
Yeah,
Okay, so the project proposes alteration to replace windows and siding. It's a certificate of non-applicability. Does not involve any exterior architectural features or historic district open to public view. The first one?
nope, it would be the second one. It would say,
Involves
involves ordinary maintenance, repair, or exterior architectural feature within the historic district which does not involve a change in design, material, color, or outward appearance thereof. So that's where we're gonna say no siding approved.
Right.
All right,
Determination approved. And no comments, but the conditions are, just to clarify, there's 5 windows and no siding.
and do you wanna put the series of windows?
Yeah, 400 series insert.
So, what I've said in comments is 5 windows, 400 Anderson windows, insert, no siding replacement approved. All right, so we have a motion made by Brendan, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Bob, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. So I'll reach out to building, see about doing a second application for your siding. And we were in agreement that we'll ask them to waive the fee. Because I don't think you should have gone that route in the first place.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Sorry.
Have a good night.
We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time.
Good to see you all.
See you.
Next matter on our agenda is a public hearing for HH 2024-04, Stanley Bowden, trustee of Bowden Rufus S. trustee, owner, has filed for a notice of intent. The project proposes a full demolition of the detached garage. The structure is over 100 years old according to the town assessing records and is located at 188 Bank Street, map 23, parcel B1-A. Hello, come forward and please state your name for the record.
Stanley Bowden.
Thank you for coming this evening. If you could walk us through your application?
Sure. 188 Bank Street. My family and I really like the location and the main structure there. It's not a house for everyone. It's an old house. We think it has a lot of charm. But we have a shed in the backyard that is unusable. To us, it's an eyesore. I don't think it has any historical significance. I'm not an expert on that, but it's not visible to the public. And we'd like to replace it in the same footprint, with a structure that looks basically the same, some modifications, but same materials, same footprint. It would match up very well with our main home there. So I've provided the commission here with the design that we would seek to build on that same footprint. And I've also asked the architect to provide you, I hope you got this, it's a letter from Joshua Napper.
Yep.
That basically says it'd be a big waste of money to try to repair what's that, because most of everything would be replaced anyway, and it'd be a lot more expensive. Just to raise the existing structure up to put a foundation under it would be quite expensive. So that's why I'm here.
Okay.
It's my understanding that I start here.
Yes.
To get the process started, I don't know where it will end up.
So yes, because
There are other hurdles, I know.
because the house is 100 years old, it would automatically put you on our list
Yes.
to have to come here first. So who'd like to start with questions? Bob?
I don't have any questions. I like, you're going to replace it, I guess, about the exact same thing, right? And the
Right,
look,
yeah.
so I have no objection on this.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
Lynn?
yeah, looking also at the pictures you provided, it's in tough shape, really tough shape, so I have no questions.
I drove by and couldn't really see it, so.
You can't even, yeah, you can't
You
even.
have
the
to, you have
street,
to
so-
drive in the road to see it.
Yeah. Any comments, Julie?
No, and the new one looks nice.
Any questions or comments from the public? Yes, please.
Yes, my name is Angela McNamara, and I'm
Okay.
at 196 Bank Street. I'm your direct abutter, and I do have just a few questions. I'm just a curious neighbor, not here to make any problems. But we see that garage, and I agree, it's seen its last days. So my question to you, is it gonna look similar or the same, and is the siding going to be the same?
Yes.
And are you gonna have a garage door on the front, there's a garage door there now?
We have proposed not to have a garage door.
Okay.
We have proposed to put
So it'd be just like a storage,
put
like a
sliders,
shed?
put
Okay,
sliders there rather than a garage door.
okay.
The garage doors there now can't be opened.
Oh, I know. I mean, we lived next to Ann and Dean
Yeah.
for over 25 years, so it's never been used as a garage. That
So
was
are you
our
the
concern
neighbor that,
with the horses?
The horses, yeah.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
beautiful place.
thanks.
We love it.
Yeah, yeah, because,
Yeah.
you know, we are looking to expand our driveway where the cobblestones are. So our concern was if you would be housing any vehicles, you'd be going over our driveway to get there, but it's just going to be used as storage.
Yeah, we would not be, I know that I had a plot plan prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And I see where
Yeah,
we have to go across your property there. And once we figure out what we're going to be able to do with this,
mm-hmm.
we had planned to cut a new driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a driveway, just a parking place there.
Yeah.
So we have a
Yeah.
place to park, we don't
Yeah.
have to pull across your property
Right.
to get into, to park on our
Sure,
lawn.
that's fine, yeah, no,
So-
I have
So
no
the-
objection, just wanted to clear, we just
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, so for clarification for everyone, the only thing we really have jurisdiction over tonight is whether or not to impose a demolition delay on the request to demolish the building. So that's really where we come from
So we're
tonight.
we're.
Understood.
happy, Good neighbors, just
Understood.
curious.
Any other
We're looking
questions?
forward to the new building, for sure.
Yeah, maybe we could talk
Oh, yeah,
offline here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions from public? Any other questions from the board?
No?
I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll move to close the public hearing.
So Bob's made a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Julie seconded. All those in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Who would like to take a stab at the application?
I'm gonna give this one a better shot than last time. Case number HH 202404, filing date of February 23rd, 2024, hearing date March 20th, 2024. Map and parcel 188 Bank Street, 23 parcel B1-A. Owners are Bowden Rufus S. Trust. Applicant is Stanley Bowden. Recording information BK 34744, page 91. Year built 1780. Demolition proposed full. The proposed project is a full demolition for a detached garage. Historical significance, it's listed on the town historical property inventory. The proposed demolition would not destroy or substantially diminish the historic value significance of the subject buildings. Determination, no demolition delay period imposed. No conditions other than just site plan 1524.
In accordance with?
In accordance with plan 1524.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion's been
So,
made by Brendan, seconded by Bob. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries.
so.
Thank you very
thank you.
much.
Thank you for your service to the community.
luck.
Procedurally, will I receive something in the mail from you, or?
You will, and you can reach out to the building department, and they will know that we've approved this evening, so that you'll be okay to get your demolition permit.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
3:20. It's bad when you screw up signing your own name. Hang on, give me a second.
Was that?
You did much
I'm just
better.
gonna kill them last time. We don't do those too often, that's why. It's like you stumble through.
You do, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Give me half a second.
You don't have to. Okay.
Okay. All right, the next item on our agenda, call to order HH 2024-05. Miguel Estevez, owner, through their agent Dana Green, has filed a notice of intent. Project proposes a partial demolition to replace windows and siding. The structure is over 100 years old according to the town assessing records and is located at 1626 Orleans Road, map 107, parcel E8-1. Good evening.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in this evening. If you want to walk through your application for us. to
Sure.
start.
My name's Dana Green, and structure, this portion of the structure faces Orleans Road, and in this section here, we're proposing to cut into the existing siding and install 3 new windows that are matching the windows in the front of the house. So 1/1s, Anderson 400 units. All trim will be matching the existing, all colors will be the same. Any siding that we repair will be cedar siding, cedar shingles. And then the rest of the project is this extensive rot and rodent damage around the property that we'd like to repair. And all repairs will be done with like materials, like colors. I mean, it's severely faded, so it'll be a slightly darker color, but it'll be the same green color. So it's pretty much our proposal. Would you like me to, I don't know if you have the pictures, same ones, but,
We do.
okay.
All right. Brendan, you want to go first this time?
Is it me?
Yep.
I don't really have a lot of questions.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Bob?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Julie?
I drive by this house all the time. It's so pretty in the spring early.
It is.
It'll look nice.
Yeah.
Great.
And Lynn? Okay. Make that an easy
The only
one.
reason we're doing it is.
I'd ask the public, but there's nobody
The
left.
living room is really dark.
Oh, the living room's really dark.
It's
yeah,
really
okay.
dark, only gets sun at the end of the day, so it's really dark. And that's the only reason we're doing this, because otherwise, I would rather not spend the money, to be honest with you. You know, because God knows we have.
But I'm happy you are.
I know you are, I know. God knows we have a rodent problem that we
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
address.
that's
I
significant.
hadn't really noticed the house, but when I looked at it, it's a very interesting house.
It
the way it's
is.
laid out.
Well,
it's
so
actually
these,
very
these,
nice.
so apparently this house was owned by a decoy maker that you don't know.
Well, it's
No,
not
it's
Roll,
not-
is
it's
it?
not Elmer's
No,
now.
okay.
So what I was told is that they moved his studio from the property to the center of town. And he was apparently a pretty famous decoy maker. That's what they
Oh, yeah.
told us. And I have actually the pictures, the book and all of that, and that was part of just one of the parts of the house towards the other
Now
side.
they really want to know the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, it's
I don't
interesting. It's
know.
really interesting,
Look
yeah.
at you two.
Yeah, well, I know, I mean, you guys are part of the historical society, so I mean, you know, it's,
They
No,
are, yes.
No, we know it was moved, but I never
Yeah.
knew where it was moved from.
yeah, that's where, so the house goes this way.
So this was Elmer Kroll's house.
Whatever his name, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. The previous owner was
It does look
incredibly
like
proud, gave us a book about him and said, okay, this is where the house it is. And I was like, holy cow, this is really good. She said, don't go looking for decoys in the property, 'cause they've already been all picked out. So don't go look, they're worth a lot of money, but don't go look because they'll be
Well,
picked out and
The
so
barn
on.
is sitting over there by the
Right,
Historic
correct, yeah,
Museum.
correct.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I
all in
didn't
those
know.
pictures. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the house is very quirky inside, given that it's really old, and then they added stuff. It has all these nooks and crannies that are a little bit like, oh well, I don't know why they do this,
ship
but hey,
ladder
that's
stairs.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Random empty spaces.
Yeah, stuff that you're like, huh? What are you doing this? Oh well, nothing. It's
A
fine.
1 foot by
Yeah,
1 foot.
exactly, so,
Dead zone in the
yeah,
middle
you
of
know,
of 2 buildings.
Right.
Anyway, I
It's
thought
fine.
you guys would like to know sort of that historical aspect
Yeah.
of it.
I think it's funny that neither of you knew that.
I didn't
I'm
know.
surprised
where it
I
came
thought
from.
That's where it came
was
from.
I
farther
figured you guys
down.
must have slept over there as a
I
child.
know.
Send you, if you want, I can send you a copy of the book. If you're really interested, I'll find a copy of the book and I'll send it,
Yeah, I can bring it over.
you can bring it over. It's at the house somewhere.
Okay.
Although right now,
We're not sure where.
God knows where, but you know, that's another story entirely.
So no more questions I'm gathering from this board except for the Kroll barn. There's no one left for us to ask if the public has questions. So I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Julie, was that you?
Yep.
Julie made the motion, Bob has seconded. All those in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Right?
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. And then somebody needs to do the application, please.
Brendan's so good at this.
Motion for case number HH 2024-05, filing date February 23rd, 2024, hearing date March 20th, 2024. Property 1626 Orleans Road, map and parcel 107 E8-1, owner Miguel Estevez, applicant Dana Green, recording information BK33205, page 331, year built 1880, proposed demolition, demolition proposed partial, and a brief description of the work. The project proposes a partial demolition to replace windows and siding. Building is historically significant, is listed on the town's historical property inventory. The proposed demolition would not destroy or substantially diminish the historic value, significance, or the subject of buildings. Determination, no demo delay period imposed. Conditions, just to clarify, the work consists of replacing 4 windows, siding and trim like for like.
This is, Okay, we have a motion made by Brendan. Do we have a second?
Second.
Brendan and Lynn, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. You are all set.
Excellent. Thank you.
Let them know.
So much
Thank you
for your
very
time.
much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good luck with your project.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're gonna need it.
We all do with projects. Okay, for some reason here we go. All right. So next item on our agenda is approval of the minutes. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes or any?
So moved?
Second.
Bob's made the motion, Lynn seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Choose a meeting date for June.
Yeah, what's,
So let's just look at the calendar for a second here.
I cannot do the 18th.
Okay, so our meeting in May is actually the 15th.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, I can't do the 18th.
so this is June.
This is for June.
Right, I'm just double checking our May dates, making sure that I'm available in May.
Yeah, May's the
June, our date should be the 19th.
It must be Tuesday or Thursday.
Will we have a quorum on the 19th, or do we
I'm
need
good
to
on the
move it?
night. No,
Well, we can't do it
no,
on
it's
the 19th.
Juneteenth. It's a holiday.
Oh, God, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why she was asking.
So 18th or 20th,
I'm good on the 20th.
What about the 12th? I'm just thinking Wednesdays might be
Yeah,
easier.
Works.
So far, so
I'm
good.
gonna,
Not available?
I'm gonna be at Babson for that week, so.
Okay, not available. All right, let's
The 20th's not a problem?
try
The
the,
following week is not a problem for me. On the 20th, or the 18th.
Or the 18th, yeah. Both are good for me.
Yeah, same
okay.
here.
So why don't we try for the 20th first, and then if we can't do the 20th, try for the 18th. I suspect there's a planning board meeting on the 18th, which is the reason why I asked.
Okay.
And I think CPC should be the 13th of July, the 11th of July, not of,
June,
the 13th of June, not
June, yeah,
the
it is,
20th.
sets a second, so.
Yeah,
it'll be-
so let's try for the 20th of June.
Okay.
Um,
In my calendar.
um, Plaques for historic properties.
Were we gonna wait for Paul?
I thought we
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'll put. we'll
I'm
put
trying
on
to
the-
print out a couple of options for us on,
Mhm.
so I'll actually have like a, made out of wood, so you can see what it would look like.
Nice.
Was it at this meeting that somebody had suggested just doing like a square with a letter on it that you could use as a designation, or was that for one of my
Yeah,
other meetings?
That was, I thought of
That
just
was
doing
you.
like an H,
Yep, okay.
just an
What was
H and bronze, something, something like
Yeah.
that. Or we do a plaque, and, but that would be, I'm thinking we make one, rather than putting addresses or dates or, depending on what the language.
Wouldn't we do a
is.
date that it was presented though? Or no, is that not?
I think the date should be
You
on
could do
there.
that. I like to think of almost.
Just a
I think a
year.
better thing would be, date house was saved. Like a new date for the house. But it's well, we can figure something out.
Yeah, I don't want to leave Paul out of the conversation.
Yeah,
I
think we'll just
do,
wait for Paul.
Yeah, let's.
there,
I mean,
I have a couple of thoughts going along with that
I think
that
the
I think
original
could work.
date's important.
Yeah, I think that's the date that should go on there, the original date.
And I was kind of thinking along your lines that, you do one plaque and maybe you do
Or if it's just a symbol.
the date on it, right, something. We'll have plenty of time to talk.
Yeah.
Next time, old business, Bob, do you want to update?
No update at this
Okay,
point.
we,
We're just-
Bob did give CPC an update,
Right.
and people were understanding that we were getting the majority of by doing the two villages of Harwich Port and Harwich Center, we were getting the majority of the properties addressed within the budget that we had. So I think there was decent feedback from that. Nothing really else to report on my end. I don't even know when town meeting is here.
May?
In May, yeah, first week.
It's usually the first week, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't even know what the
Fourth,
actual date
fifth, Or
is.
something like that.
I know we have
That
I know
first
there's,
Monday,
I
I know
think
there's an
so.
election first.
that would be the 6th.
Sounds about right.
Probably. Let's see. I should know that. It's not popping up. Probably, it should be that first week, I would guess. Only one CPC application, right, that's historic, it's the graveyard.
Yep.
So that's about that. Anything anybody wants to update us on?
Didn't we have some homework from Bob that we're supposed to be reading about? The,
Probably.
was it?
I don't know, there was an election,
No,
so
no,
don't
not
ask
that.
me.
But you gave us our notebook. We were supposed to pick away at that, is that correct?
Oh, the
Our guidelines or whatever.
guidelines.
That wasn't for me, was it?
I think it came from building.
Okay,
Actually, yes, we were supposed to start on
okay.
that. I have not.
I have not started. I
That's
just
right,
went-
that's right, we were supposed to all.
We were
kinda-
supposed to
I'm
start.
like, I didn't dream that.
Yeah,
did I?
maybe I did mention that. Of course, I
can-
didn't follow my own
No.
suggestion.
I can guarantee that within the last month, I did not have the bandwidth to look at anything
I
that
totally
was,
get it.
anything that was
Yeah, you're
not
right.
showing up before on my plate that night.
Okay.
So we could put that on our agenda for the next time to
Yeah, there
revisit
you go.
any comments on the guidelines.
Yeah.
And it's too late for any new CPC applications.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
When does that usually have to be?
October, the first Friday in October or so, usually.
Sometimes
October
it's the
fir-
first
October-
day,
Yeah, it's
usually.
October 1st, you always,
For
it's
this
October
year.
1st. Huh?
It
Yeah.
gets approved this year.
It gets
Approve
approved.
it this next time.
The applications are due in October for a spring town meeting.
Got it, okay.
What if there's a fall town meeting?
We don't typically do that. It depends on whether there's money available, but it's possible. But,
I think the application would still have to be in by October 1st.
I would think so too, but
But,
I'm-
and then
I
it
can't
could
give a
be, for
definitive on
whatever
that.
reason, possibly voted
Right.
at the fall, a second town meeting. But we don't, as a policy, we don't have a second application date for a second meeting because
Right.
as like some towns do. But
Right, they do them
Harwich,
both.
but they guarantee a town meeting in the fall, and we don't.
Like you could amend your application if you did it in October, if you didn't get the funding in the
Depends.
spring.
It really depends. I think it'd have to be a stretch,
Yeah.
but yes.
Things change because, they might go to bid and find that things are less or more over the course of the application period. But yeah, I don't know. I know we asked the question at the last meeting whether we've ever approved any at fall town meeting, and I think you're right. I think
The
that
answer was yes.
we have, but I think
was
you're right.
only
I think it
once.
was always
Right.
applications that were in ahead of time.
Right.
We did a pretty good job of spending the money so far this year.
Well, I think what Tracy's gonna do will be great.
It's approved.
What's that?
If it's the thing that Tracy Markey, when she was here,
Yeah,
that'll be great.
yeah.
Anything anybody wants on the next agenda? We'll put the plaques back on. We will do
If-
the
Did
Did you
guidelines.
find out about the signs? I know I'd bring up a lot.
The historic signs?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
historic signs.
I have not asked about the signs, to be honest. Weren't we still looking for one of the millstones too from,
That's right.
Yeah,
They supposedly still have one of our millstones that needs to be placed somewhere.
the DPW does, right?
Yes.
I thought we saw,
no, I
No,
think it's,
talking about the one that was over here?
Yes.
there were two,
There's one that's over in the historic.
Is that what, I think that's where we said to put it. It's on your property, right?
Yeah, there's one on the property.
Where is it located?
It's in the front, kind of, it's closer to the powder house,
Okay, so they,
up there on the hill.
so we think they moved that millstone?
yeah, and I think we had a discussion about that
Yeah,
a
we
year or
did.
two ago. And
Yeah.
that said, no, that'd be fine to put it there.
Okay.
Well, there's one there for sure.
Okay.
And
Must
just
be
sort of,
fairly new. I mean, the last year.
It's been there at least a year.
Okay.
I didn't think our discussion was that old,
I
to be
think it may
honest.
be.
Okay,
and just a reminder about the signs, if they need to be repaired, there is no budget for that, so they just pull them. So you'll slowly
pull
start
them.
seeing them disappear. So, just something to keep in mind.
So I wasn't going crazy, they did start pulling them because.
Well, the one across the street from my house is gone, but that fell, I
Somebody
think, during the
did.
tornado. So I think it was just never put back, so.
Did they
Maybe-
determine how old that tree was? Did they count the rings?
Oh, the big one next to
Yeah.
me? Oh, yeah, no, I don't know, it's big. The stump is still there, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
I never,
They were supposed to they were supposed to
yeah, they
take
were
a
gonna try
slice
and
of
count
it.
it.
Yeah,
And take a slice of it or something.
interesting, yeah, it's a very cool piece.
That would make a nice
Just,
artifact.
well, I know what Ed McManus had suggested is that when you do that, you can do it, and then you can put in your markers of what events happened at the
Right.
ring. And then you can you can do some process on it to make it last
You can put
longer.
and you can epoxy it and
Yeah,
make
epoxy it. I'd love to see
Yeah.
that done.
That would
That'd
be
be
great.
interesting. Yeah, that's a very cool.
Great.
Because,
Great
put all the
exhibit.
Harwich events and stuff, because
Yeah.
it's probably at least 150 years old, if not
Oh,
longer.
I think it's more than that.
It's a big tree.
It was a
Someone
big
said-
tree.
Big
Someone
tree.
said that it was the oldest tree in Harwich,
Yeah.
which is.
That tornado did some havoc.
It did.
I don't have anything else necessary for the agenda. I'm not sure if anything's come in for the next agenda yet. But we will look at, I think it's the week before our town election is the Wednesday. I think our next meeting is the Wednesday and town election is the following Tuesday. So that being said, if nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Lynn's made a motion, Bob seconded, all in favor.
Right.
Aye.
Aye.
Hearing no, any in opposition, hearing none. Motion carries.